Okay, I want to do a review on the 2020 Honda Talon live valve 4-seater. It's got 4,000 miles on it. Bought it in 2020, so almost 3 years old. Put a lot of miles on it. It's been a good one. When I bought this side-by-side, this is the first one I owned. I was coming from Honda 4-wheelers. I knew the Honda reliability was great, and that's why I got the Honda, and it's been a good one. The only thing I broke in the 4,000 miles is a rear sway bar. This thing right here, I've had to replace this. I didn't do any warranty work on it or warranty deal on it. I just bought it myself. I broke that in launch mode, 4-wheel drive, with 4 people in it on pavement. So that's how I broke that. Anyway, been a good one. I highly recommend it. I don't know why everybody's stuck on razors, but personally, I'm a Honda person, and there's a reason why Honda's known for their reliability, because their stuff lasts. Plain and simple. I ain't breaking axles, never broke an axle, never replaced any axles. So, really quick. All right, stock tires are 28s on this thing, and in my opinion, they're too small for what you get a sport machine. So I immediately went to 32-inch tires. Originally went with the Rockabilities, 32, 10, 15. Was not pleased with those. Too many sidewall tears, rips, holes, whatever you want to call it. I do keep a set of the Rockabilities for riding the roads. They don't wear as much as these. These are 32, 10, 15 Rockzilla stickies. So they really wear on pavement. I put these on when I go out of town riding. I went with the Bullite 15-inch wheels. I've already scratched them up. As you see, they've been good. They're bead locks. Had a good deal with the tire and wheel combo. Originally I bought the light bar installed at the Honda dealership and the Warren winch. I think that was all I got. And then, like I said, this is my first one. I bought this thing and then I learned, oh my gosh, it don't come with a windshield. Oh, it don't come with mirrors. It don't come with harnesses. You just ride and you learn what you need. So I went with these seismic mirrors. They make different kinds. These are just the standard side mirrors, fully adjustable. They've been good. I went with the seismic rear view mirror. Halo, I think is what that says. It has a light and some colored lights. Works good. Pleased with that. I went with the Mud Buster. This was due to my wife. She made me get something. This thing slings mud. Without any protection past here. And this helps out a lot. Have that on both sides. I recommend the Mud Busters. They've been good for sure. Lower doors, didn't have those for a while. Gets kind of cold here in South Carolina and up in Tennessee, West Virginia, where I ride, so got those here recently. I have banged them up, dented them up. As you can see, some hard riding on this thing. They've been good. They're aluminum and they just bolt right in like so. I'm gonna take them off during the summer though, because I love the airflow. Windshield, I went with the Super ATV flip up. I like the option of flipping up a windshield when it's hot. I like the option of flipping it up when it fogs up. It's been really good. I know a lot of people like glass, but this is mine. All these things I added are for me. It's my opinion that this is the best one. So it does scratch. I don't know if you can see there.
No, not yet.
So, like I said, it's the Super ATV flip-up windshield has been a good one. Eventually it'll scratch up to the point of having to replace it, but it's well worth the money in my opinion. The light bar is Quad Boss. I'm not sure the size. I believe it's a 40-inch. These are custom-made brackets here. They just bolt to the standard roof bolts. It's been good. Undercarriage protection. I went with the Trail Armor A-arm protectors up front and the 1/2-inch, and it comes up the side. I can't remember the name of it. Decided not to go with the kickers. Never had kickers, but just from what I've seen other guys riding, the kickers kind of get in the way of rocks and stuff that is supposed to keep you off of. You will get tangled up with those. You definitely need some sort of protection to protect this frame right here. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, here's a big dent right here. You'll bang it up. One flaw that Honda could improve is the side plastic. As you see, I'm missing a piece here. It hits anything if you're at an angle and it's on the side like a big rock, you're going to hit it. The front is not bad. I guess this tire sticks out enough, but kickers might stop that, but still I'd rather just go with what I got here. I'll probably just leave it like it is. I'll show you the other side to show you what it's supposed to look like. This is it. Sticks out here, and this is such a long machine, it kind of gets hung up every now and then, and you're climbing a hill on a rock and you ain't stopping, you're gonna hit plastic like this. I've bent it here and broke it. What else? Honda bags. Okay, there's no storage on this thing. There's a little bit of center storage. There's a little bit of I closed one center storage with the accessories. It does have a glove box for storage, but these Honda bags are great. I've got both sides, 2 of those, and I got the bags up under here, as you can see, up under the top. So these come in sets if I remember right. So I got one there and then one over there on the driver's side. We got one there in that rear corner, one there in that rear corner. Grab bars, got off Amazon, got one on each side. The net here, saw this somewhere else. It's a truck net. Any clothes you take off, just throw it up there. Hoodies, jackets, anything, helmets, I just throw them up there and it stays. No storage needed. Good idea to keep a bottle. Here it is right here. It's a pump up bottle to clean your windshield, and a wiper, squeegee right there. Slings mud, people sling mud on you, rinse it off. Staying inside here, let's see, shift gate was one of the first things I got. If you're having trouble putting it in low, this gives you a little more ability to go a little bit farther in low to engage. Also, if you're in a situation where you're about to flip over backwards, you can slam it in reverse, hopefully get out of that situation. Harnesses. What's cool about Honda is they're set up for, let me do this, they're set up for harnesses right here. I went with the Aces harnesses with the Easy buckle. Never had a problem. Radio, I went with the TYT. Oh man, I don't know if you can see it. I think it's a 9800. If you want to communicate with your buddies easily, we use the GMRS channels. Inside the Talon, I have a LED light with the on-off switch. For rear passengers, I got one up front in the mirror. Phone. If you want a place to put your phone, this right here works out great for me. This is the name of it. Holds my phone, plays my music while I'm going. Just use a suction cup. I went with the Honda switch plate, and I've got one extra. Comes with the voltmeter built in. If you do a lot of riding out of town or places you don't know, you're not familiar with, good idea to get a tablet. I've got the Samsung, I don't know what model it is, but Samsung works good with the lifetime maps. Let me walk over here. This is what I got holding it right here. I don't remember the brand, but if you need the link, just comment and I can get that to you. Same thing with anything you see, I'll let you know where I got it. What else? Oh, this is a Bluetooth controller. I went with the Soundbase XL 1200 mounted here on the back. Does good, not much bass in it, even though it says power bass, but hey, it works for me. Antenna for that radio I have mounted here and out of the way back behind the bag. You can see it there. Good spot, it's out of the way. I don't know if you notice, I have rear lights. These are the side lights. There, I have the rear light here for backing up. If you're riding by yourself, these side lights light up to your left as you're riding, or right as you're riding. It'll blind the people behind you, but it lights up the trail really good when you're riding by yourself. The rear tire carrier, after so many flat tires on the trail and plugs and stuff, decided to go with that. Working out good. Just keep your spare up there. 45 quart cooler works great in the back. Just put a strap around it, ratchet strap, holds it good. There's a water bottle I showed you earlier. Sacket right here. Any beverages you might have just goes in there. The rear bumper here. I think this is a Super ATV. I don't remember who it is, but I like that design. It's been a good one. It's always a good idea to keep a tow strap with you to tow your razors and Can-Ams out. If you need anything extra besides your winch cable. I got another light here, one of those LED lights for access to a cooler. Whip lights, don't remember the brand, they're out of business, whatever it was. I think it was 5150 whips. I don't know, anything electronics on these things, aftermarket, you know. This one I had to cut in and resolder. The other one's works now, and then sometimes it'll flicker, but hey, it's working now. With that whip light, I decided to go with the 2-foot. As you can see, it doesn't stick up past the roof. It's bright enough with the 2-foot. It fits in my garage without taking them off. Personally, I like the 2-footers. They don't bend like you think they do. The whip lights, I bought a set with rock lights. They light up same color as the whip, and you control it with an app. So I got one at each wheel and then one in the middle. I got one up in there and then one in the middle in the front to just give it as much light as you can. After replacing some rear radius rods, I decided to go with the CA-Tech high clearance radius rods to match the orange. They have worked out really well. I don't like how these bushings wear out so quick. You might get a year out of them. Bushings meaning these right here, you have to replace these, the hem joints, bushings on the upper and the lower quite frequently. It's just a pain in the butt to do it, but hey, better than bending and breaking radius rods. This is a rough country hitch adapter, works good. The latest thing I've got, I don't know if you noticed, is a lift kit. I had a problem with my rear sagging, probably due to that tire and that cooler loaded most of the time, and sometimes people in the rear. It's got really good ground clearance now. I'm gonna guess around 16. I don't know, haven't measured it. But really easy. It's made by Perfex, if I remember. They're out of Canada. It just there's a bracket you mount to the rear. There's two brackets, one on each side. Easy. There, and the front is covered up, but there's a bracket up in here that I just added to the stock. You just take the shock off and hook it up to the new bracket. And I'm leaving this weekend for Windrock, so I'll see how that performs. So far so good. I got a lot of ground clearance. I think the next thing I do is probably go with some high clearance A-arms. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about that. The Ford A-arms, high clearance Ford A-arms. So probably because they're, you know, upwards of $800,000 a set, so that's probably why I haven't gotten it yet. I don't think I forgot anything. If I did, comment. I highly recommend the Honda Talon. I ride with a lot of different brands. I like to pick on them, but I'm telling you, this thing will not let you down on the trail. Unfortunately, I've had to pull and repair on the trail other brands. It's been a good one. Anything else that you might ask, let me know. Just trying to make sure I got all my things mentioned. I usually, if I'm riding by myself or me and my son right up front, here's a good spot for a tote with your tools in it and maybe some snacks and food and stuff. Oh, one thing I forgot was that rear flag. It's kind of hard to see, but it keeps not really the dust, but you know, the bigger chunks of mud out of the cockpit. Oh, one other thing I want to show you. These koozies right here, perfect for what we do. They have the magnets on the back, and look at this. You just go up here, stick it there, and it's there next time you go riding, as long as you put it back. I decided to take the window nets out pretty much immediately. I like the look of it without. There's a few times we're riding some tight trails that I really needed it, when them limbs pop you in the mouth and you're cussing and like, where's my nets at? But overall, I'd keep them off just due to you know, looks, and they're a pain in the butt. Every time you get in, you gotta snap it in up top here. But I think that's all. If you have any questions, please let me know. The LED lights on these things are really bright. I've been happy with those, but the light bar really makes it. Actually, I got the Badland. I don't know if you might notice, I do have a Badland winch on it now. I swapped it out, but I'll put that Warren back on. Had to send it off to get it repaired. I don't know what happened to it. It just quit working one day, but Warren is good, has a good warranty. I highly recommend Warren. Shipped it to my local place and sent it back within a week. It's fixed. I just never, and I had to buy a new Badland winch to replace it, but hey, I got a spare winch. I needed it because we were going on the trip and I didn't have my Warren working, so I always need a winch, because you never know when you get stuck or you helping somebody else out. We usually ride Windrock, Hatfield McCoy, ride Royal Blue, places like that. We're going to Windrock this weekend, test this thing out. But thanks for watching. See y'all on the trail.